Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for February. I hope you're well. I am going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Gemini, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies may reverse, so if it is resonating, get in where you fit in, but as always, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Gemini? Gemini, wow, okay. So your energy popped out. All right, so Gemini, you're starting out with the Knight of Wands reversed. We have the Devil, and coming out together, we have the King of Pentacles along with the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, okay, interesting. So I do feel like you are extremely attracted to somebody. I feel like for some of you, this could have been an on and off situation. You may not even be talking to this person right now, but there is a definitely very, very strong attraction. It's the energy of somebody that you feel like is your perfect mate. And I feel like you're really looking at this situation right now. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, but you don't have to be. They could just have that high in their chart. But there's definitely this energy of you moving, you know, in a way that you are creating your own stability. There's commitment here. There's a strong attraction. But it seems like there's something that's on and off with this. Possibly it could be you. You could possibly be in and out of somebody's life. And there is some toxic energy that does need to be addressed. It could be with regard to finances and money, but more likely it's either with a marriage or a established foundation here. So let me see who's in Gemini's energy. Nine of Wands reversed, the Hermit in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles reverse. Wow. Okay, so this person that's in your energy, I feel like there is a lack of communication, and it does show me that this person is tired of things being on and off, on and off. They're feeling a sense of loss in not being able to, you know, openly communicate with you. They're going through some sort of a karmic lesson or a karmic cycle here, and they've been doing a lot of soul searching. So if there has been a lack of communication, I feel like this person may reach out to you after a period where the two of you may not have been speaking. And the reason they want to reach out is because they miss you. They're, you know, they feel a deep sense of loss. And I feel like this person wants to resolve the issues between the two of you. They want to overcome things. They want to grow from these experiences. So I do feel like they have been thinking about things quite a bit. Now, you could be dealing with a Virgo. Also be very careful too, Gemini, because I do feel like this person could be struggling with some codependency issues of some sort as well. So let me see. For a few of you, this person could be having financial issues, and they've figured out what they need to do to overcome that. Let me see the energy between Gemini and this person. The Magician in the reverse. Gemini energy. So they're highly focused on you. You could be dealing with another Gemini, but I do feel like this did not manifest the way you each wanted it to. There's a sense here that, you know, this just didn't turn out the way either of you wanted it to, but they're willing to work things out with you. Let me see. I feel like whatever this is, though, has gone on for a long time. It's almost like I'm seeing this energy where you've been on and off, on and off. Let me see what's affecting this connection. All right, we have the Fool in reverse and Judgment in reverse. So there's a new beginning that wants to come in. Yeah, Pisces energy, Scorpio energy, but it would be a reconciliation. I feel like this person may reach out to you to let you know that they do want this reconciliation. Because like I said, there's a new beginning that's trying to happen here. But there's something that needs to be addressed. There's something it's, and that's on your side. There's something here that needs to be addressed with regard to this connection. So in order for it to come together, in order for you to reunite with this person and then move into this new beginning, and I feel like you are afraid of taking a risk. It could be that you're afraid of taking a risk into commitment. So let me see. Show me the outcome for Gemini. Show me the outcome for Gemini. The Sun in reverse. And the Four of Wands. Yeah, this person may want to get married, and you may be kind of holding back. There's a sense here that you're afraid of taking that risk. That may be why you've been kind of in and out of this person's life. You may be afraid that if you come together, that the two of you, and you take that risk, you jump out on that limb, that you're not going to be happy. But you're not happy without this person either. I see that you're very focused on this person. You could even be watching this person from afar. With the Four of Wands here, that's the energy of celebration. That's the energy of wanting to level this connection up. So, but I feel like you're not sure. You're just not sure about it. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. This is underlying energy, and that indicates that there is a desire here to work out these problems, to resolve the conflicts between the two of you. So let's clarify your reading, Gemini. Spirit, why is the Knight of Wands in reverse? Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords reversed, and we have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, this was a painful ending for you. And I feel like you do want to work things out with this person. I really do. You're very, very attracted to this person. But I also feel like this, you know, the connection itself there's something about it that is making you fear commitment with this person. And it could be your own issues, because we do have the Devil here. But regardless, you do want to work things out with them. I feel like it's difficult for you to be apart from this person. Why is the Devil here? Queen of Swords. Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Is it possible, Gemini, that you're already in another connection? Yeah, because I see that there's it's not a good sign when I see the Seven of Swords coming out to clarify the Devil. That indicates that there's some sort of toxic energy here. And that toxic energy is tied to sexual energy, possibly an affair, a one-night stand. I do feel like, you know, your guard is really up. I feel like you may have been in and out of this person's life, and then when this ended, it was very painful for you. You do want to work it out. You're so attracted to this person, but for some of you, you're already in another connection. So there's a desire here to come together with this person, to work things out, and yet, you know, this toxic energy is definitely affecting your ability to have a new beginning with this person. So let me see your bottom energy. Show me the bottom energy for Gemini. Show me the bottom energy for Gemini. The Magician in reverse. Now that's for the energy between the two of you. The King of Pentacles again. And we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, so I really strongly feel that for some of you, you may be in another connection, and that's why this didn't manifest. It's because there's another person that is involved in this. I do feel like for a lot of you, this was a secret connection, and I feel like you almost have this energy of feeling like your life is passing you by, that you are looking at your past, you're looking at the connection that you may currently be in, and you you know, you're holding back from this connection, but in reality, you want to work things out. Currently, I feel like you may be ignoring this person, though. And it's because of another connection. But it's very obvious that the reason this did not work out was because there was some other connection that was here. Now, for some of you, you might find that the energy has reversed, and we'll look at the other side in just a minute. But I do feel that, yeah, I do feel like there's someone else that is involved here. I'm getting strong energy of you know, you being involved with someone else. So let's look at the other side here. Spirit, why is the Nine of Wands reversed? All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Cups. I'm telling you now, this person wants to work things out with you. They love you. This person really does love you. They do want to bring this back together, but there is static energy that's revolving around this toxic and deceptive energy, and that's affecting them. They're not going to move forward unless there's something solid here. Let me see the Hermit. Show me the Hermit for the person in Gemini's energy. Some of you could know this person through work or something that you do with work. You don't necessarily have to work with them. You could work adjacent to, I don't know. But for somebody, there's something to do with work. All right, so we have the Eight of Pentacles, and there's the Queen of Pentacles again. Yeah, this person feels like they maybe made a poor judgment call in coming together in this connection. I do see that there's been a lack of communication. This person's been deep in thought. They do love you and they do want to work this out, but they're not going to bring this back together as long as there is this Queen of Pentacles that's involved here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Let me see why the Nine of Pentacles is here. And I feel like they've really taken some time to look at everything. You know, this person, again, I'm getting for some of you some kind of a work connection or something to do with the way you make your money. But I do feel like this person is doing a lot of self-care. They're analyzing, you know, the connection. They're looking at what is going to make them happy and can it be worked out. We have Justice, Libra energy, and there's the Fool in reverse again. So yeah, even though this person misses you, they want to bring this back together. They want to work it out. They love you. There's this energy here of them saying, I can't have this new beginning as long as you're still connected to someone else. I want a balanced, equal connection. I want to be the Queen of Pentacles. I deserve to have that commitment. I deserve to be treated in a balanced manner, you know, an equal give and take. And so this person is saying, until it's balanced out, I'm not going to move forward with this, even though this is painful, even though it hurts. So they're holding back, you're holding back. There's a new beginning that wants to happen, but it looks like it would require action on your side, Gemini. Let me see why the Magician is in reverse and the energy between Gemini and this person. The Empress reversed and the Four of Swords. Yeah, they pulled back. Now, you may hear from them. You may hear from them, but I do feel like they're not budging. They're not willing to move forward. And I do feel like there's definitely, until something here is resolved, whatever the toxic energy is, when that is resolved, that's when this person will move forward. And in your energy, Gemini, I see you basically saying, I wonder if my person is going to talk to me. I wonder if they're open to discussing this. I do feel like they pulled back pretty sharply. There was a gap in the communication. And it's because even though they love you, this was not what they signed up for. I feel like this person at some point was very nurturing and very loving in this relationship. But you feel like right now that they're not, that they're kind of cold, they're distant. I do feel like, you know, there's been the energy of you not really coming towards them, not really trying to resolve the problems or nurture the connection. So you're holding back as well. So let me see what's affecting the connection. Show me what's affecting this connection. Show me what's affecting the connection. Two of Swords. Five of Pentacles reversed. And the Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, a decision. What's affecting this connection is this person is saying, you know, you've gone back and forth, back and forth. You need to make a decision. And I feel like you're hesitant to do that. You're hesitant. You're afraid that if you do, you're just going to walk into a field of unhappiness. Now, do you want to resolve the problems? Yeah. But I also feel like you're trying to appease someone else in this connection. You're trying to avoid conflict with someone else, which would be this Queen of Pentacles here. So there's a lot of indecisive energy that's going back and forth, but not only on your side, Gemini, it's also on their side. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This person wants to reach out to you, but I feel like they're not going to actually take the action to do that because there is this Queen of Pentacles that is right in the middle of this. And so I do feel like they feel that they made a poor judgment call. They would like to work it out, but they're not going to come in as a third party. They don't want to be the third party. They want to be, you know, the person that you are committed to. And they're really, I feel like they go back and forth in their heart, but as far as taking action, they're not planning to take action. They're waiting to see, are you going to, you know, clean things up over here? So let me see the outcome, Gemini. Now, like I said, some of you might be on the opposite side. The energies could have reversed, so just take it as it resonates with you. I do feel like it's a difficult situation. You may be afraid too, Gemini, that things just aren't going to grow between you and this person. All right, so we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have the Eight of Swords. So you're both kind of waiting to see what the other person is going to do. I do feel like you are heavily invested in another situation that is not really making you happy right now. And I feel like you're kind of doing a mental inventory of that other relationship. You're aware that this relationship didn't work out because of the past, because of your past, and you're kind of looking at, well, why did I engage in this third party energy? I feel like you're kind of waiting, hoping that this person will come towards you and want to work this out. But what I'm seeing here is that you feel like you don't have anything to offer this person right now, and it's because of this other situation that you're involved in. Now, in their energy, this person's waiting to see what you're going to do. They're up in their head. They're overthinking the situation. I feel like they have fears of their own. They fear that, you know, things are not going to balance out. If you're in a marriage, this person would like to see you, you know, address that in a legal sense, not just in, you know, not just saying it. So they're kind of waiting to see what you're going to do, because this person wants to be the only person that you are in a relationship with, and they want the commitment that they feel that you're giving to someone else. You're saying, I don't have anything to offer you, and you're saying, you know, I'm invested in something, but, you know, I'm heavily invested in it even though I'm not happy. So, you know, it really would appear, Gemini, if this is your energy, that there's decisions here that you have to make, and that's what's affecting this connection. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles, and this indicates that you would, in your heart, you want to balance this out. You want to resolve the problems here, but at the same time, I feel like you kind of place this person in a situation where they are having to compete with someone else for your attention. and I feel like you were giving your energy to more than one person. So, you know, I have to read what's on the board. If you're on the other side, you know, just reverse it, but this is what I'm seeing. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. I'm pulling from the Chinese fortune cards. We just had our Chinese New Year, so let me pull a card for you. All right, so we have number 29, and this card is called Trust. So let's read that. Give me just 1 second. It says, beware of who you confide in. Smiling assassins loom large. In general, it says this card indicates caution against robbery, false or evil people, especially smiling assassins. Take care to lock up your personal possessions and be cautious when walking alone in dark or unsafe places. Now, it does go into a lot with relationships, so let me read that. It says, affairs of the heart may be stormy, and you need to communicate and get your feelings out in the open. Emotional turmoil and hardships are possible. However, a positive approach in dealing with problems will see a happier and brighter time. The truth may come out about a worrying family situation and be cleared up once and for all. You may receive some secret information about a friend or family member, and you may never feel the same way about them ever again. Relationships that prove false, unfaithful, or troublesome may be let go of, and it is a crucial time to declutter everything toxic in your life right now. Struggling relationships may try finding comfort elsewhere. Someone may try to take something of great value from you, so be vigilant. All right. I hope that this has been helpful for you, Gemini. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Gemini, know that you are loved, and namaste.